So I wanted to create a video about belief systems, and the reason basically for why I created my deck of affirmations and the power of affirmations and what they can really do for us in the way we live our life. So to realize how powerful affirmations can be, it's all about the belief systems that we have, the beliefs we have that we've built up over time, that we hold on to, that we may or may not even realize that we have. So, think about a baby that comes into the world. And so this baby is like just a ball of curiosity. Like everything's unknown, everything's a new experience. There's no predisposed lens through which he or she sees the world. But then, as most of us go through life, things happen. Things happen that form our personality, our belief systems. So personality comes from the word persona, which actually means mask. So it's like we go through life, we build up this mask of the way we present ourselves to the world and the way that we receive the world. So, as this baby grows up, it's like all of a sudden the baby experiences heartbreak. The human experiences rejection, loss, grief, getting accepted to college, getting rejected from college, getting hired, getting fired, whatever. So it's like all these things happen, and that human attaches meaning to those experiences, attaches a belief that he or she learns from those experiences, and then begins to move through the world, adding this new belief to their personality, their persona, their being. So, to give an example, it's like a young girl who gets rejected by a boy who calls her ugly. So, a simple example, a rude boy calls a little beautiful girl ugly. And so this girl might then take that, even though all these other people have called her beautiful, even though, her true value of her own beauty comes from inside of her, but she holds on to this one boy that calls her ugly and then is like, oh my God, I am ugly. That's true. And then as she goes through the world, she begins to find people to collude with her story, to corroborate with the fact that she's ugly. So anytime something happens that she could take as evidence to build on to the fact that she's ugly, she takes that. So then she starts putting herself in situations where, she's getting more comfortable getting rejected than being accepted, and she can't accept love, and, she can't form true connections because deep down she's afraid that it's all surface level, and et cetera, et cetera. It's like whatever way we can take something, build upon it, and then create this whole story and this whole way of living that actually boils down to this one belief: I am ugly. That's not even true. That doesn't even serve her. So, really the first thing to do is start to take inventory. What are the beliefs I have? What are my beliefs around myself, my, physical beauty, my intelligence? What are my beliefs around money, around jobs, around relationships, etc.? And just once you have that awareness of wow, this is the belief that I've been living with, this is the way I move through my life, through, the action of this belief, then you have the power to choose if you want to keep that belief, and you don't have to. So if there's a belief that's not serving you, like I am ugly, and you realize, wow, I've been addressing every relationship that I've been in thinking I'm ugly, now it's time for you to say, okay, what's actually truer than that belief? What's the real truth? What is my truth? What's deep inside? What, is authentic to me, or what is the belief that I want to live into? And it's not always easy, but it's possible. And with the awareness comes the power to change. And it's all about retraining your brain and just living into a new belief until that becomes your life. And as you continue living into the new belief, the way we created our false beliefs, or our, the belief that I'm ugly, is repetition, 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 time, repetition, repetition. And now you have to do that with something new. So it's like just taking that evolutionary action, that small shift in your life to begin to live into the belief that you want to live into. And that's how I came up with my cards. So each affirmation is truly something that I am choosing to live into, that I want to live into, that I want to, live through that belief system of I am always free. I trust myself. I speak with kindness. I listen with kindness. There is peace within me, etc. And as I pull my card each day and I tell myself that truth, over time, over time, over time, that becomes my truth. So if you tell yourself in the morning, there is peace inside me, and the more you tell it to yourself, the more you start to believe it. And not only do you believe it, but then you start to live into it. So as you go through your day, if someone honks at you and there's stuff going on outside that might rile you up, it's like, wait, I have peace inside me. I know this to be true. And then you're like, okay, I have peace inside me. And then it becomes true. So does that make sense? So, the more you tell it to yourself, the more you believe it to be true, then it becomes true, right? So, so that is the purpose of my cards, and that is the purpose of affirmations. And really, that's the power that you have, the power of your mind, the power of your perspective. And so you have the choice now to go through your day living into whatever set of belief systems you want to, and what are you going to do about it?